All right, dudes, we have a 80 plus times 5. Let me know what you got in yours. Come on, EA. All right, come on. Walkout. Okay. Striker. Who is it? It's the fodder queen herself. Her burger, baby. Come on. We'll take that. Any walkout's good in that. To be fair. Oh. Stinky in the rest. We'll take an 87, though. Is she good in game? Or is she just fodder? Go straight into Mumbo's fodder team? Shut your mouth, brother. Take that back. Our team is amazing. All right, we got two 80 plus times 20s as well. Let's see if we can get a walkout in any of these. First one we do not. But in American NWSL, this could be good. There's like a 50-50 chance it's a meta card if it's in the NWSL. La Bonta. His team wouldn't even make a gold upgrade? All right, brother. Hey, Jonathan David too. Nice. You guys are talking a lot of crap. Wait till you see my upgrades today. Canadian center back. Yeah, we'll take 83s all day. Paquette as well. All right, there's that. Ladies and gents, we have two new evolutions completed. Take a hard guess what team I'm evoing. Not really surprised. Sunderland team is getting better and better. Talby is officially an 83. Look at this card. Insane. Just don't look at his shooting. Just don't look at his shooting. We're going to get that upgraded over time, all right? Just don't look at his shooting or physical or defending. Just look at that beautiful pace, all right? Pacing down the sideline. That's all I got to worry about. And then we got a Roofs completed. Get him the deflector playstyle. So we still have him as a silver. Dude, watch him get the player of the month. And I've put like 3 different evos on him. I wouldn't mind that in the slightest. All right. There we go. Those upgrades are made. We'll work on some of this stuff as well throughout the week. All right. We just crafted 4 of the gold upgrades. Can we get anything in these? Wait, League SBCs come soon. Last year, we got them the second to last week in October. So if you think it's following last year's kind of time where we got stuff, that would be expected around that time. But just in a pure, like, thought, just thinking out loud, there's a lot of SBCs coming out that need a lot of fodder, and there's not really a lot of ways to get fodder. So it makes sense to bring stuff that can give you fodder. Yeah, surely they give us away. Surely their plan wasn't to give us 78 upgrades where you have to put in, what, 6 rares and a common to make a 78 double pack where you're not going to get an 80 plus. You have like the same chance as a gold upgrade. Alright, that was very disappointing, that group. I thought for sure we'd get at least like a high-end board. Nope. Good again, though. Alright, dudes, I wanted to give you guys a market update just for silvers in general. Right now, most things will go for within the hour for 300 coins. But there's a lot of people who used to pick up cards for 150 and are struggling to do that. There's a lot of people who would buy now them easily for 200 in the past that are struggling to do that. So kind of what do you do in a market like this? How do you adapt to the market, especially if you mainly only trade with silvers? I'll walk you through all that real quickly. So quality silver, what I want you guys to do is when you do that, go to max buy now 200 to see is everything extinct at 200. We need to get the baseline. Every card goes for 200 plus. We need to see then past that what it looks like. And right now it looks like everything will sell for 250 basically within a half an hour. So if you can bid anything for 200 and under or snipe for 200, it's guaranteed profit. So keeping that in mind, that is where the demand is currently. And I bring that up not to say I want you to get these for 200 and sell for 250. I'm saying people will do that regardless. If people can guarantee coins in something, no matter how low, they will usually do that. So then on top of that, how do you give it additional value? First line I'm looking at, I don't see a lot of center backs on this. So if I put in center backs with the 250, I'm assuming it's going to take less time for them to sell, and there's going to be way less pages in general versus other positions. And that seems to be the case. Mix that in with like high-rated cards for SBCs that need a minimum of, let's say, for example, a 70 rating. A lot of 70-plus cards, especially good nations, good leagues, are going to carry that additional value. And what I mean by additional value is, I'm not saying they're going to be like 500 coins more expensive, but usually within the hour, they'll sell quicker than the other cards. If you tack on another additional 50 coins, usually you can get it to sell in the same amount of time as the lower end ones, even with 50 additional coins. If you put it up to 100 additional more, it usually takes longer to sell, but you can get some more lazy lists. So this is how we essentially run our silver center back method. If you haven't been on the channel in previous years, we would always mass buy center backs when the market's low or when the market's high. And regardless of what they're going for within the hour, we would basically sell at a premium, because center backs are one of the positions that if there's 11 players in an SBC, there's always a center back location. So center backs always usually show up in SBC solutions. You could list these in bulk, and some are almost guaranteed to show up in those SBC solutions and be a little bit higher on the market. So that's just kind of like a one-on-one with that. But if we go even higher and we go to 300 coins, you're going to notice that if we start, we're under a minute, but things basically sell with like 45 seconds left. It doesn't go down to just 0 and everything expires. You will have cards that expire without selling for 300, but if you're listing 100 of these in bulk, you get a ton of sales within the hour. And again, like I said before, just because the market is necessarily a certain price doesn't mean there's not SBC solution cards. We haven't had an SBC solution in a few days, but we had a center back from the Argentinian league that we sold twice today for 700 and then 800 shortly after. We picked up one for 150 and the other for 200. And because he's in an SBC solution, for the people who haven't done the SBC for the other day, he still has additional value than the baseline market. So it's still important for you to compare price, because there's going to be some cards that just inherently have more value due to SBCs. But in general, that is how you kind of check the prices of stuff on the market if you're ever curious on how we figure out the price of stuff, or if we're going to lazy list how we determine that price. All right, we're going to play some Div Rivals, guys. But before we do, we got the Sprint Boost Evo expires. It's repeatable for 2 days. You can do it 2 times. I haven't done it yet, so we're going to put a Playstyle Rapid on my Enda for 7.5k. I feel like that's worth it. I feel like that's going to be worth the 7.5k. If they bring out more of these, especially like the +1 stat boost scenarios for under 10,000 coins, or they make it free and you can repeat it a few times, I feel like it's going to be very easy to slowly build up these cards, get them to a certain power curve as well, without them being brokenly OP at the start of the year, and without them being completely dead right off the rip either. So I feel like overall they've been balancing it well. It's a little bit slow right now, not going to lie, but I think I'd rather start a little slow than it be too quick early on. They can always speed up. It'd be very hard to slow it down. I don't know how far in Div 6 we are. We're like past halfway, so we could potentially get to Div 5 this week. We haven't done any Div Rivals games yet, so we still need to do rewards. We need, what is that, 15 points and then 30 points to get the best rewards. Let's try to go for at least 15 this week, and then we have no Foot Champs points. Now, I could get the Foot Champs points. I don't care one way or the other. I don't really plan of doing too many weekend leagues. Like last weekend, we told you guys in advance, I'm planning to get 4 wins and stop. So if we get in the first few, sweet. We won our first game, and then, like, I think it was the next 2 or 3, we just were not having fun, or we conceded goals where it's like, all right, this is going to be a super sweaty game. Let's just leave. We got to the 3 wins pretty quickly. Then for the 4th one, I think it took us a few games of sweats on Saturday, and then we just gifted some wins. We left some games, and voila, we got the 4 rewards. We got some packs. We made some coins, and we got mediocre rewards like I would have if we went for like 8, 9 wins. Wish we won the playoffs last year. Prem Blades cards would be so good. Do you really think it would have been any different than previous years with the cards you'd get? It'd be the same recycled ones all over again. When doing silver upgrades, do you keep rares from all leagues and nations and put them in upgrades? Yes and no. For me, right now, I'm basically putting since I'm using my Sunderland silvers when I play silver tournaments down the line, I'm not really caring too much about the quote-unquote meta ones. If I can pack super expensive silvers first owner, I'll probably keep them just for the aesthetic. But I'm not really saving those cards for League SBCs or anything yet. So I send most of my silvers into the silver upgrades, regardless of if it's rare or a top league or a top nation. Woo! Gertruda cooking! Let's go! Newly evoed Talby with the assists as well, man. That's a right back / center back that I just scored, by the way. Oh, I won that and then gave it right back to him. That was so dumb. Oh no, I played that to the top of the box. Dang it. Oh, I hate when I do that last second switch of the pass. That's so dumb, man. He was wide open the top of the box too. Good block. Got 9 wins and got no walkouts? Exactly. So in my head, it's like the difference between 4 wins rewards and something like 9 wins is not worth the insane amount of sweating in caring about each game. I'd rather, for that difference, any like game that's now within a few goals, save myself 10 minutes instead of waiting when I know I'm probably going to lose. And the amount of just like emotional, not only heartbreak, but just like frustration. I mean, we even still had frustration for the 4 wins we were going for. Like, I wanted to throw my controller into my monitor still. Imagine if we were actually going for something good. Like, for me, it's just not worth it. Especially with rewards not being as good this year as previous years. It just justifies even more that I should be playing champs to have fun. And I get rewards from it, rather than play champs to get rewards, if that makes sense. Like, play it to enjoy it. What we get from it is just a bonus on top of that, not an expectation of, at least I can expect X amount of coins. Dude, he has Donnarumma in goal, of course. Alright, watch what we're about to do here. This is about to be disgusting. You ready for this? Watch this play.
Well, as you can see, the hosts have had most of the ball, but most of their passing has been in deeper areas. Unless they start getting it into their front players with better quality, they'll struggle to turn this one around. And they have possession again here.
That was definitely what I wanted to do.
Flying forward here. This could be dangerous. It crosses the line for a corner.
Why do I keep calling it? Okay, if we do...
Too many chances, but the crowd sensing this could be a turning point. They need a goal here.
Maybe if we do it this side of him. Thank you.
Lovely setup and a superb block.
Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted to. In my head, it made a lot more sense.
This is looking good. Now what comes next?
What a tackle. Beautiful tackle.
The foul must be played through. Found superb.
What a save.
Well, that's what he's there for. It's a good stop. Omar Alderete. Nordi Mukiele. This is a lovely spell of possession. Oh, should score.
How did he miss?
Got them back in it. Well,
How did he miss?
the deficit is, aren't they?
Pass and letting me down again. Story of my life.
Should score here. Another goal.
Ah.
No way. Oh, they were getting interested there, but not anymore. Mayenda. Great chance here. Oh, he tried to power it.
How am I missing these?
It was
No! I've had like 4 shots that I thought were going to be guaranteed goals that I have literally no idea how they've missed.
And a change in possession. Now the chance for them to pull forward. It's a foul for sure. A second yellow, maybe. Yeah, the referee's had enough. He's going to send him off now.
Definitely was trying to go for the ball there.
A big area to progress into here. Oh, it must be here. Brilliant. Great save. You're absolutely right. What a save that is. He's reacted so quickly. Out of play. Throw in to come.
Dude, I can't do anything this game.
Smartly. Could be a chance to break here.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Dude, he's walking.
Moving through on goal.
Oh, my goodness.
Scored again.
G. Ain't nobody want Hunks tactics. You sure?
Positive result.
You sure? I can make a video. Guys, that was my first game since Weekend League, alright? We're slowly ramping. We didn't just want to start super good. We wanted to work our way up. Like, watch. Now we're actually going to play. Well, okay. This is a more realistic team, alright? He doesn't have Donnarumma in goal. It's Holland at striker, though. With my silver center back. We'll be good. We'll be fine.
But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top. Opportunity was an important piece of defending.
We're good. We're good. We're cooking. Habib!
Really good interception. Read it really well.
Oh, yeah. Play Holland in. I dare you.
The defenders know they need to get tighter. Opportunity. And a goal.
It shot right down the middle.
Move looks promising. Terrific block.
Oh, I thought he'd catch up.
The referee has given them a corner. Who's going to get on the end?
Ooh.
It was called. And it keeps going.
What a tackle.
Comes of it. Enzo Lefebvre. To put them ahead.
Oh!
That is an outrageous
Nah, bruh.
stop. Well, great reflexes from the
What was that?
brilliantly there. Who can he pick out?
There we go. Finally, man.
Who wants to make a challenge? And players waiting in the centre.
Woo! Yes! Xhaka, what a pass, mate. What a pass, mate.
To cash in.
What a block.
Excellent block. Well, you won't see too many better blocks than that. Is it going to be?
Oh, I even waited for him to cut back.
Just yet. So back in action, and Wanderers very much back in contention.
Oh, these passes, brother.
Quality defending.
I'm throwing this game.
Eliezer Mayenda. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Lovely wait.
There we go. Beautiful pass. Robbie, baby. I really want Xhaka to just bend it a little bit more and break that line.
Happy outcome as far as the visitor.
All right, W, boys. We got a win. 4-2. Felt like I dominated him. Gave up some stupid goals. Got some good opportunities. Team is progression, boys.